time for another First and Short podcast with JJ and the Goose. And it's Friday, JJ, so you know what time that is. Donk of the Week. I like it.
Donk of the Week. Yeah, buddy.
For the first-time listeners, the Donk of the Week is the person that me and JJ feel are the person who's been most donkish and deserves to be called out. So, JJ, give the people what they want. Who's your donk?
Oh, my donk is none other than A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez. Not only have you been horrible in the playoffs so far, but you got benched for Game 2. And you know what he did on Game 2? He wasn't watching. He wasn't watching the game.
That's right. He didn't need to be watching the game.
Attention.
Hey, he wasn't in the game. Why did he need to be watching?
Oh, boy. So instead of watching the game, Mr. Alex Rodriguez had a ball delivered.
Single
bachelor Alex Rodriguez had a ball delivered to two female fans in the Yankee Stadium crowd. What do you think the chances are he actually got their numbers, Goose?
Is there a percentage higher than 100? Are you kidding me?
I know. I think they probably sent him back the ball saying, "Hook us up with Raul."
I'm sorry. I think baseball players who make $27 million a year don't have trouble getting girls' numbers out of the stands. You know what? You're mad at the wrong guy. You need to be mad at Girardi. All right? I get him pulling A-Rod against a right-handed pitcher. But last night in the ninth, Ibanez was up against a lefty. Ibanez is terrible against lefties. Pretty sure he hits under 200 against lefties. And even though A-Rod's in a slump, he's better at hitting lefties than Ibanez is, and if you play it by the numbers, which baseball can be played by, the obvious move was to put an A-Rod there. You know, I mean, not only has he just embarrassed A-Rod on national television now, benching him in these games, he's not going to put him in when it obviously makes sense to put him in. That's spite. That is him trying to dehumanize Alex Rodriguez. He's trying to embarrass A-Rod, all right? Derek Jeter has had some really awful seasons, and they've never taken him out of the lineup. But they're going to pull that on A-Rod? That's Bush League. So you know what?
Hold on.
You're donking at the wrong donk right now.
No. Boo-hoo that he was embarrassing A-Rod. A-Rod gets paid a lot of freaking money. And A-Rod embarrasses himself quite a bit. And by the way, I don't care who's pitching, by the way. A-Rod is 3 for 23 in the playoffs. Which does mean he was 3 for 5 against righties in the playoffs. So I guess that's pretty good. But he was over 18 with a dozen strikeouts against righties, in the playoffs. So he was 3 for 5 against lefties. But you know what? If you're in a slump, you're in a slump. You're not going to come out just because there's a left-hander on the mound. Raul should have been playing that spot. Raul's been clutch.
And what is Chavez giving him? They keep benching him for Chavez. What's Chavez done?
Chavez ain't done well either. But against Verlander, nobody did anything.
I mean, the fact is, this entire Yankee team that led the league in runs this season has been awful. And it's not just A-Rod. It's everybody who hasn't been hitting. Oh, great. Granderson got 1 home run. He's still playing awful in the series. Cano's been awful. It's not just A-Rod, but A-Rod's the only one getting benched. And I think this means that it's the end for A-Rod in New York. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they deal him next year. And Keith Overman reported on his sports blog. Keith Overman, for those who don't know, used to be a SportsCenter anchor and an MSNBC analyst, said that A-Rod, there's a deal being discussed between the Yankees and Marlins where they will basically trade A-Rod for nothing and pay virtually all of his salary. They're contemplating just paying $118 million over 5 years to get rid of this guy. So you know what? Yeah. Good for A-Rod, because A-Rod's going to be rich. He's going to be just fine hitting on ladies in the stands. Don't play me, Girardi.
And there's probably better-looking girls wherever he gets traded to as opposed to New York. So, A-Rod was my donk of the week. Who is your donk of the week, Goose?
Well, this week there's been a lot of Lance Armstrong in the news yet again. And look, you can think whatever you want about Lance Armstrong, the cyclist, but what this guy has done for cancer research is unmatched. I mean, what he has accomplished through Livestrong, using his name and his brand to get that off the ground, and the millions and millions of dollars that he's raised, and the millions of lives that he's touched, I don't care that he used steroids. I don't care. It shouldn't have an effect on Livestrong, on cancer research, and for people to come out and attack him and call him a fraud and all that. What have they accomplished in their life to call him a fraud? Okay, yeah, he lied about taking steroids. So did every other cyclist. After I watched the 7.79 30 for 30, apparently so does every track star. And as we learned through baseball, so did so many other baseball players. A lot of guys cheated. But only a few of them were awesome and great at their sport. And even fewer, I mean, Lance Armstrong, as far as I know, is the only one to take that fame that he got through taking steroids and spin it into something so amazing and so productive that actually touches people. You know, we talk about sports like they're a real thing and they're important, but I mean, we know it's just a form of entertainment. But he's taken that and really positively touched people's lives in a way that no other sports figure, to my knowledge, has. And so for sports people to get on television and attack him, I think it's shallow. And they're my donk of the week, because you know what? The steroids were worth it if you're Armstrong right now. All right. As a result of those steroids, he won a lot of Tour de France's, and because of that, was able to use that fame and that celebrity to do something awesome, truly that meet the definition of awesome. And so, shame on you, everybody who's on his case right now. The guy is a great person and should be respected as much.
Yeah, I agree. And whether he was doping or not, I assume he was. I think most people do, even though there hasn't really been proof. There's a lot of rats on his ship, let's be honest, and that ship started sinking.
He used steroids. I don't debate that. I mean, I don't think his entire team would come out and said he used it, and they've all said they were using it. I believe that.
Yeah. But you're right. The donks are the ones who are attacking him at the moment. And the whole Live Strong thing is a real joke at the moment. Hell, I wish I had a company. I could pick him up right now. No, Live Strong dropping him is what I mean.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But if I had a company, I'd be hitting up Lance right now. I'm like, you want to be our spokesperson? I know you all open right now. But got anything else to add on our Donk of the Week coverage?
I like Donk of the Week. It's strong. It's a solid segment. I think it's
definitely my favorite.
Yeah, no, this needs to continue. Let us know if y'all like it, and hey, let us know who your Donk of the Week is. Comment on the Facebook wall.